Progress rarely feels the way we expect it to. We imagine visible results, clear signs, and undeniable proof that our effort is working. But instead, progress often feels quiet, slow, and uncertain. This can be deeply discouraging. Today, we're going to explore why progress so often feels slow and why this feeling is not a sign of failure, but a normal, even essential part of any meaningful growth. Modern life has trained us to expect speed. We get fast answers from search engines, instant feedback on social media, and immediate validation from likes and comments. So, when we're working on something important, a new skill, a personal goal, or a creative project hand, the results don't arrive quickly. Doubt starts to creep in. We begin to ask ourselves, am I doing something wrong? Or is this even working at all? But here's the truth. Meaningful growth has never worked this way. The kind of progress that truly lasts is rarely loud or flashy. It builds quietly, beneath the surface, day by day. Think about a seed planted in the ground. For weeks, nothing seems to be happening. But under the soil, a complex root system is forming, creating the foundation for future growth. Just because you can't see the change yet doesn't mean that change isn't happening. Your effort is creating that same kind of foundation. This leads us to a crucial idea. Invisible progress is still progress. So much of real growth is invisible to the naked eye. It's the habits you're forming, the perspective that's slowly shifting, and the confidence that's quietly stabilizing. These internal changes don't announce themselves with a trumpet fanfare. They reveal their impact much later, often in a sudden moment of clarity or capability, after a long period of quiet, consistent effort. You might not notice your daily practice is working until one day you perform a task effortlessly that was once impossible. So, when progress feels slow, it's often because those deep, essential foundations are being built. Foundations take time, but they are what support everything that follows. One of the fastest ways to feel discouraged and amplify this feeling of slowness is comparison. You look around and see others who appear to be moving faster. You notice their impressive outcomes without ever seeing the years of effort that went into them. What you don't see is their unique starting point. You don't see their private setbacks, their moments of doubt, or their own long periods of silent, seemingly unproductive work. Progress is deeply personal. It moves at different speeds for different people in different seasons of life. Comparing your timeline to someone else's highlight reel only creates unnecessary pressure and anxiety. It doesn't bring you any clarity. The focus returns when you stop looking sideways and start measuring your progress against your own past self. Are you a little better, a little more knowledgeable, a little more consistent than you were last month? That's the only comparison that matters. This brings us to the core of it all. Consistency matters far more than speed. Speed feels exciting and glamorous. Consistency, on the other hand, often feels boring and unremarkable. But consistency is what actually builds results. Those small, repeated efforts you make every day are what compound over time into something substantial. There will be days you miss. There will be moments you feel unsure, but continuing anyway, that is where real progress happens. The act of showing up, even when you don't feel like it, is the engine of momentum. What feels painfully slow today becomes unstoppable momentum tomorrow. Don't underestimate the power of simply not quitting. Ultimately, navigating the slow-feeling parts of growth requires trust. Not blind optimism, but a steady, quiet commitment to the journey. It's about trusting that your effort matters even when you can't see the immediate results. It's trusting that patience will pay off and that just showing up counts for something significant. Doubt is not a signal to stop. More often than not, doubt simply means you're in the early stages, still laying the groundwork. The path becomes clearer not by standing still and waiting for a sign, but by continuing to walk it, one step at a time. So, let's bring this all together. Progress often feels slow because it is quiet. It feels slow because much of it is internal. And it feels slow because it's building something real and lasting, which takes time. If you can continue with patience and intention, clarity will arrive. It won't happen all at once, in a sudden burst of light. It will unfold steadily, revealing itself over time. Keep going. The work you're doing right now matters, especially when it feels invisible. Walk forward calmly, patiently, and without trying to rush the process. Thank you for being here today.